Okay, so like Lady Al said, we just, protected the area. All right.
Thank you.
So we're going to start with your reading. Let me set a timer. All right. All right, so Spirit, what message do you have for her today? I did notice when I was shuffling earlier, the High Priestess card kept coming out, that's basically you showing up in your reading. Which that card always comes out for your readings. So let's see.
So we conduct it as we have before, where God will listen and He will.
Well, actually, we can go first, actually, because I just did the cards. So the cards will confirm probably what you already have to say.
Okay.
So I'm just going to leave the cards here and go ahead and let you start, and then I'll do my tarot.
Lights just a smidge. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, so, normally I don't ask names or anything. I want to tell you is how Spirit speaks. And right now I'm just sitting and oh boy, there's a heaviness about you. A heaviness that you really don't need. I want you to begin to believe in you, believe in yourself, believe in your first thoughts, believe in Spirit. We often say we believe, yet when things get tough, it's easy to believe when things run smoothly. When in fact, every individual has a journey. And the journey is for you to learn a lesson. And if you feel that you can't determine what that lesson is at this moment, you want clarity, and you can ask for clarity. Right now, you're struggling with the fact, can I do it by myself? How do I do this by myself? I know that I'm strong. However, There are things that are going on, and I need to know if I can handle it financially, if I can handle it individually, if I can handle it spiritually, meaning you have not the belief that you need. You can do anything that you desire. If you need to leave where you are at this moment, or you want that person to leave, do not make it so that you say, well, if you want out, you leave. That, to me, would be an excuse. That can go for your relationship, or a job, or a position at a job. Meaning, let's say that, no, I'm going to say that where you are right now in your life, you are not happy. I can hear it in your spirit, in your tone, in your voice. You must find joy amidst this storm. Speak to me. I'm sitting right there next to you on the sofa. You're holding your face. Like your hands are kind of just like, you got your face kind of held in your hands. This is, sometimes you go into deep thought. You'll be driving and you're thinking the whole way to your destination. And like most of us, driving is a mundane action, but your driving is a point of escape. As you drive, you just think of all the things you can do. Almost like your drive is an escape for you. So let me tell you where you're driving to, young lady. If you want success in your life at this very moment, take the ball out of the other person's court. So right now with you, I'm seeing something that home life and work are connected. There's an unhappiness or an uneasiness in both situations. If you're not okay, the children are not okay. If you're not okay, your finances aren't okay. Your family's not okay because you're not yourself. You seek financial freedom, as most of us do, but you have the financial freedom, as most of us do. The thing with you right now is you need to take back your power in every aspect of your life. You give so much of you to everything and everybody else all the time. There's nothing left for yourself. There's nothing left of you. You don't even remember who you are anymore. You're not the same person who was so confident and so inspired. You almost feel like life has kind of beat you down a little bit, and that's not so. Life can't do anything to you that you don't permit. I would love for you to relinquish. Spirit is saying relinquish the pity party or relinquish the sadness. Captivate once again. Be the shining star that you've always been. Honestly, I'm giggling because it was like they said some considered you as arrogant, but you considered it confidence. Where's that person? Just because you believe in you doesn't mean that it's always arrogance. There is a difference. Close the door for me, please. I'm sorry. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, what I'm getting right now is you've lost your spirit, you've lost your way, that spirit, that energetic happiness and peacefulness that you once had, it's in limbo right now. You don't know whether to go left or right. You have options with the money that you're bringing in, your business or your work. there's, like I said, the work relation and the personal are intertwined. In addition, there's the personal life. You are on the fence about relationships or a relationship. You don't want, you don't want, oh my, you don't want them to have the kids or to see the kid or the, whatever you all possess together, you don't want that person to take it. No, stop. You don't want them to take it. Or visit it or have it. You feel as though something's going to be taken from you if you walk away. Understand everything that you have in your life is spiritual. So if you're worried about money, money is energy. You're worried about children or siblings or I see younger people in your life that you have a concern for, that they'll be turned against you. They cannot be turned against you unless you allow it. You speak your truth, you walk in your truth, you walk in your light, and your actions speak louder than anyone's words. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what their family thinks. Don't worry about what other people think. You worry about, actually, you shouldn't even be worried. You walk in your light. You walk in your truth. You walk in your acceptance of all the gifts. Ask, believe, and receive. Don't say it and not do it. Don't say, well, oh, I know I can do such and such, when in the back of your mind you don't feel that. But I want you to be that. Be that which you desire most, which is a successful, happy, lucrative being. You need to love you. I take that back. I hate when people tell you what you need to do. But in loving you, your path will be lit. Every step you take, there will be light right before you. There is no such thing as darkness and unawareness. No such thing at all. You feel as though you feel at this moment, from what I'm seeing, you don't know which way to turn, but in actuality you do. These readings, this reading is a reading of confirmation for you. You already know what you want to do. You want to take the next step to freedom. You want to free yourself of this situation. The only thing holding you back is you. And holding on to something that's not worth holding on to, meaning a human being or whatever, no one belongs to anyone. Our children, quote unquote, don't even belong to us. They chose us as vessels. They are here, and we are charged with showing them the way, nurturing, educating, giving them food for knowledge. However, you must lead by example. So to fuss at anyone and to say, well, I don't understand how you can do this, that, and the other, when you yourself understands that if any of your friends were in your situation, you would tell them to leave. But you yourself have not done so thus far. Money is not the issue. You are the issue. You make the choice of what you desire in this life, and you take the step, move forward, walk in faith, walk in truth. The one thing spirit cannot do is lie. There is a universal law, and that law, it's a primordial law. It is the oldest law. What you put out is what you get back. So if you put out faith, if you put out joy, love, harmony, and peace, these are the things that will be returned to you. Cease with the messiness. Cease with the fighting. Cease with the name calling. Cease with the sideways comments. These are things that women do. Cease with wanting to say you believe when in actuality you are filled with doubt. You either believe or you don't. You either believe or you don't. You have one foot in and one foot out. And as long as you are straddling the fence on walking out or attaining the future that you desire, a successful future in your life, you are harboring angers, you are harboring animosities, you are wanting someone to be punished, but while you have poured a cup of poison for him, you killing yourself while you sipping on it. You're sipping from the same cup of poison that you poured for others. Stand back, take full accountability for your actions, full accountability, and move on from there. Forgive yourself, forgive the other. Because in forgiveness is freedom. And it's not that you're forgiving them or the forgiveness is for them. The forgiveness is for you to move on. Relinquish it. Relinquish, oh my goodness. Spirits, relinquish the beatings mentally, physically. Oh my God. Relinquish all of it. Relinquish stating that, oh, I wouldn't have done this if you wouldn't have done that. No one makes you do anything but you. I'm telling you right now that you must take a mirror and look at it. Look in the mirror and look at you. What can you do differently to free yourself of this? And I'm telling you right now, as I'm sitting here, I can see you standing, and I see a whirlwind of chaos and foolishness swirling about you. Your finances, your home life, your energy, your spirit. You laugh, you talk, but inside, underneath it all, there's always something, God forgive me, always a sinister thought. You have a sinister thought underneath all the time that people are fake or phony, or you just don't believe. If you keep looking at these things and expecting things to be this way, that is what you're going to always have. Change your thought process, you change the outcome. Change your mindset to expecting things, positive things for yourself, and then your life turns around. Your finances will get better. You'll unleash or unlock. You will immediately take a key, turn the key, and open the lock to releasing your finances. Go to the next box. Family, friends. Take that key and open that box and release any individual who means you no good. Especially the one, shorter hair, African-American woman, shorter hair, and always gossiping. Time to release that person, whoever she may be. I'm seeing her hair short and long, so she wears extensions sometimes she doesn't, but always has something to say. And if you have to step back from a family member, an older who's always speaking, oh, you better do this and you need to do, listen to your spirit. Listen to your higher self. Seek God. Seek spirit. Seek counsel. Positive counsel. And all these things shall be added unto you. Seek knowledge. Knock and the door shall be opened. You're not knocking. You're busy saying it's not coming to you, but you're standing at the door. You're standing right at the door. But you've yet to knock. You've yet to seek. Afraid of what's on the other side. Joy, love, peace are on the other side if that's what you want. I'm going to let Amber pull the cards for you now. Ooh.
Actually, I went ahead and I already pulled the cards already towards the beginning of the reading. So in your situation, this is what your reading is based around. So we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups represents you. So you showed up in your reading not as the High Priestess, you showed up as the Page of Cups. Pages are more so kind of like immature in a way, not mature yet. So I would say pages could be children, pages could be young adults, not older than 25 years old. So you showed up in your reading as your 3D self, not your spiritual self. Your spiritual self is normally the High Priestess, because that card always comes out in your readings. This time you showed up as the Page of Cups.
Caught in the third dimensional realm.
So, but cups are also considered as like an offering in a way. So you showed up as a Page of Cups, but you have, it's like you're trying to manifest something. You're trying to create something right now, but you're creating it in the 3D realm. So what crosses your situation, we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands speak of a short journey, movement near water. So that means that you're thinking about moving away. Kind of like, to me, if it's a page creating something and you're thinking about moving away, so you're creating in the 3D. So that means that you're trying to run away from something.
Man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Earlier when I told you that it is you, that you're your own limitation, understand that if you don't correct, and I said so, like to look at yourself, understand that if you don't do self-actualization, wherever you go, you are going to be there. So if you leave this situation without rectifying what started it, how to correct it, and how do I navigate differently, no matter where you go, this will be the same outcome. So this is part of learning what you need to learn at this particular point in your journey, which is where you seek spirit, your ancestors, a mentor, a positive mentor to assist in guiding you. I would say meditation and spending time with yourself and taking full responsibility for your actions.
So right now you're trying to run away from something. Now your unconscious influences, these are the things that are behind the scenes, that have a deeper meaning to your situation. So we have the Six of Cups, which represents happy house, childhood memories. So this has to do with maybe you dealing with like childhood issues that you're trying to run away from. So what they're telling me is you have some things that are in your childhood, whether this is with your mother, whether this is with a grandmother, somebody in your family, that it's an issue that you need to deal with and you haven't dealt with it yet. And this is something that you have to deal with, that you're trying to run away from. And they're telling me that you're trying to talk to this person, but they're not seeing your side. And you're trying to find different ways to navigate the conversation, but they just are not interested in talking about it. Kind of like sweeping it under the rug. Maybe something happened to you in your childhood that you really want to do your shadow work and put behind you. So in your past, we have the Death card. So the Death card can mean exactly what it says, a death in your past. Maybe somebody recently passed away. Or this can mean that this is a situation a ending that you put to death. Some type of situation that you just washed your hands with, and you just kind of said, you know what, I'm just going to put it past me, and I'm just going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with it in the past and leave it there.
But you must take your hands off of it.
So when the death card comes out, it can mean just what it is, a death that happened in the past, or you're putting something to rest and you're starting a new beginning and just washing your hands with it and walking away from it. The next card we have, which is your conscious influences. So these are the things that are on your mind, the things that you focus on, the things that you're aware on. So you're going into hermit mode right now. Hermit mode is basically when you're taking time out for yourself. You have isolated yourself from everyone. You're kind of like detaching from everyone, soul searching. Meditating more, getting more in touch with your spirit side. So with this situation, you have put to rest and you have went into hermit mode. Your next card is your near future, which is the hangman. So the hangman in your near future, you have decided to basically, it's kind of like similar to the hermit, but the hangman is like you getting stronger and deliberating with yourself and kind of like putting your life on pause right now because you don't know which way you want to go. You're just trying to figure out which way you want to go down road A or go down road B. And you're literally evaluating each road and trying to see which road you want to go down. And then in your next card is regarding your emotions. So your emotions right now is you got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about a letter or news coming, some type of victory. So with this situation that's in your childhood and this situation that you've been trying to talk to this person about and you kind of washed your hands with, you're going to get good news about it. Either this person is going to come to you and apologize to you, and they're telling me it's like it's going to set you free, that this person actually is going to come to you and say, you know what, you're right, or come to you and apologize and say, yes, I'm sorry that happened to you, or I'm sorry I did that to you, in that extent. So you're going to get the forgiveness that you're waiting for. Now, before when I saw this card, it says your outside influences, you got the Magician. At first, I didn't understand why the Magician would be in your outside influences, which is your friends, family, that type of situation. And you got the Magician, and I couldn't understand. So, but now I understand looking at the rest of the cards and doing your reading. So basically, to get your victory, you decided to do some type of ritual for this person to feel their karma. You did something.
What you put out is what you get back.
Right, but you decided you did something too. It's kind of like, I want to say you cursed them in a way. When you washed your hands with it, you basically was like, you know what, I'm going to wash my hands with it. It's kind of like a return to sender spiritual spell you did, but you did it subconsciously. You didn't do it intentional, meaning like you didn't do a jar. You didn't do anything like that. Maybe you did, I don't know. But you did something to where this person could not sleep at night. And this person had to come back around and apologize. That's why the magician came up into your outside influences. Because you are that power. In the spiritual world, you show up as the high priestess. So you're able to, for people to feel bad about if they did something to you, or they realize what they have done to you. That karma comes back. You possess that type of power.
And because of that, you must be careful. Knowledge is power. And when you know better, you must do better. You knew better. However, you allowed your ego to to dictate your actions.
And you have very powerful ancestors with you, because I did a clarifying card with your magician card, which is the Three of Wands. Yes, the Three of Wands talks about travel over land, surveying the kingdom. But when I look at this card, and I'm going to put it in the video so you can see. When you look at this card, it's like your ancestors are standing there with their wands, with their swords, watching you and protecting you. And it clarified the magician card. So your ancestors was basically looking out for you with this person, whoever this person was, and they are very, very sorry about whatever they did to you. They're receiving their karma, that whatever they did to you. And in your hopes and dreams, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a group. Well, the Seven of Pentacles talks about work frustrations, needing more work done, either at work or in your life situation. So you're a little bit, if this is in your hopes and dreams, this is you kind of basically trying to figure out, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to move forward? What do I need to do to move forward with this situation? Okay, so I went into hermit mode. I did some magic, some type of ritual. This person apologized to me. So now what? What do I need to do now to heal? And then the last card, your outcome, you got the Strength card. This card talks about confrontation with yourself and other people. This is like practicing self-control, because this person that did whatever they did to you, it's like it's a family member, so you're always gonna see this person.
It keeps coming out that this person brings the worst out of you, and if that is the emotion that this individual evokes, you must learn. And it's a female figure. Earlier I said it was a woman. Like I'm looking at the stature of this person, so I'm seeing two. One is a heavier set woman, one is with a shorter haircut, and then the other is a medium build. I want to say maybe mocha colored, like not dark skin, but not like brown skin in between there, and that maybe a judgmental type of relationship exists there. In addition, I'm finding that these individuals bring the worst out of you, meaning that you feel that they judge you, you get angry or irritable. However, they're in your life, so it must be either family or a best friend. I'm seeing that there is a very close relationship. I just want you to know that you must meet this woman, the woman with the medium build. I'm saying like maybe 5'7", 5'9". You're gonna have to meet her where she is. She's not going to change for you or anybody else. And it could be like an older sister, but I keep seeing that it's more like a motherly figure. grandmother, mother, someone of that nature, an aunt, someone that's quote unquote an elder to you. But it's a very frustrating person. And like I said, they bring the worst out of you. In order for you to succeed in all of your endeavors, you must release this. And don't say, oh, they make me do this. No one can make you do anything. No one. And the more I sit, I'm literally feeling your spirit. You're so solemn. You right now, you are, when I said that you laugh, but there's something underneath that's sinister, you don't trust them, period. And if you don't trust them, then don't be around them. I'm literally seeing you in a situation where you all are sitting around a table and you're laughing and talking, but you have that that type of an attitude towards them. I think everybody in the room has it. It's like a room full of phony women, phony individuals. And God forgive me for what I'm about to say, but even some of the men are like bitches. I'm sorry. And if this is what you are surrounding yourself with, then there's no wonder that you cannot rise above. When she said the 3D, you are in a third dimensional realm at this moment, and you can rise above that. Walk in your light, walk in your truth. Every individual is a divine spiritual being. Sometimes in this third dimensional realm, we forget who we are. We made a choice to come here and learn. There are lessons to be learned. Learn your lesson and move beyond the pettiness. Move beyond the bickering and the judgmental behaviors. Move beyond that in order for you to have success, to obtain success. And don't worry about what they think. Don't worry about them thinking you think you're better than us, or you act like you think you're better than us. Maybe you are in certain areas, but that's okay. It is what it is. It's neither good or bad. It is what it is. Earlier I said something about an arrogance, where they thought you were arrogant and you're losing that because of something else in your life. And like right now, I'm even feeling a sense that you may want to, what's the word? There's a sense that you may want to, oh God, you don't want them to see you, never let them see you sweat. That's what I'm getting. But that you don't have to worry about other individuals seeing you sweat, because you can rise above that. You can have, do, and be whatever you desire. Every human being can. But some choose not to. Meaning, we're all divine spiritual beings having human experiences. You want to rise above the human experience of pettiness, backbiting, and gossip in this room with these women and people. They're all messy. Change your environment and you change your circumstance. I'm literally seeing you sitting around with a bunch of people that all they do is talk about other people. They find peace in putting people down because they don't have any self-esteem themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them that are always speaking out, always have something to say. Disregard anything negative. Take all the positive, process the positive data, and discard of anything else. Not saying that they're good, bad, or indifferent, but they gossip, they backbite, and they don't wish people well.
Do you have any questions?
Before Lady Al gave me a reading, and she was like, you're going to be trying to heal yourself of something. Like this happened before. And she was like, you're missing something. Go back. That was like the reading she did before this time. So recently I went to the doctor, and I found out that the guy that I was dealing with gave me something. So I dabbling with different oils, doing research and stuff to figure out how to even get it out of my system.
Oregano, rosemary. You need oregano and rosemary. Oregano has great healing properties. Rosemary kills bacteria.
Yeah.
Tea, foods.
You need
anything.
some Cereseed tea. You know, I don't know if you look at my page or whatever, but I make that Cereseed tea. Cereseed tea is a blood cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
It kills almost any and everything. Also, sea moss, I make that as well. That has 92 minerals. Your body needs 102 minerals. Sea moss has 92 of those, and that restores a lot of your cells in your body.
You do rosemary capsules.
And also we also provide rosemary capsules as well.
And oregano.
And oregano. So
have you ever heard of holy basil?
Holy basil?
Yes.
Yes.
You can utilize that as well.
You said rosemary, Cereseed, sea moss, holy basil,
oregano.
It's still oregano.
OREGANO, oregano.
Oh.
Let me look at it 1 second. I think that's it, yeah. OREGANO.
Okay,
like
so.
that, yeah, basic oregano. But if you could do the oregano capsules or oregano oils, those are very good for you. People don't understand the power of those to heal your body.
Because you said it, it's like when Lady Owl do the reading, like when Lady Owl or you do the reading, I'm thinking like when she was doing the reading, I'm thinking like it's in the present moment. So at the time when she was doing the reading, I'm like, none of this is happening. Like, what is she talking about?
Yeah. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
It came back to now, and I'm just like, now that everything is unfolding, I'm just like, she's talking about now.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens with readings. If it doesn't make sense, it's kind of like you have to pay attention because it could be speaking in a future tense.
The thing is, there is time
doesn't exist.
Exactly. Time is a man-made concept, and in actuality, it's what humans utilize to quantify our time here on this earth. So in essence, when I do the readings, everything is happening simultaneously. So when I speak through spirit is showing me, like I'm literally seeing the talking and the laughing around the people, and I say there's something sinister. Those group of people, they don't thrive unless they're putting others down. Then when you have received, when you've been given something, and I unfortunately for me, when I'm speaking, that's why I'm happy that these are recorded. I don't remember because it's not really me. Spirit speaks through me. But I can tell you what I am seeing today, and everything that I stated. Everything in your life can be turned around, but you must accept responsibility for your actions as well. So what you put out is what you get back. In essence, there was something that you've done in the past that was extremely messy, and now you are atoning for that. But it does not mean that you're stuck with this forever. It can be rectified. But upon rectification, you must not understand, when you cleanse yourself and clear yourself of this spiritual whatever it is, it's something, it's very negative, it's very low energy. So when you raise your vibration and you accept a healing in your body, you follow directions. The one thing that is synonymous with Lady Owl and Amanette, we are not just going to give you a reading, we are going to give you all of the tools and resources to succeed on your journey. And you don't have to keep coming back to, that's not what we do. What we do is provide you with the readings and resources to succeed. So when I tell you these things in this woman or these women, these cackling women. Remove yourself from any group of women that consistently, and I see them. Like I said, one is heavy set with the shorter hair, and she's prominent, like very prominent out front. And then the other is a medium build, and they're women that you normally people would consider like an aunt or a grandmotherly figure or a matriarch or matriarchal type of woman to have a more positive effect on your life. That's not happening. So remove yourself from that situation, become your own matriarch over your unit, your personal unit. People watch you. Younger people watch you. You have a younger individual in your life that's a woman. And how you carry yourself is how that person may carry themselves. And if they see you doing things that those, just as you have been brought up to do things, or you were brought up that talking behind people's backs, being manipulative, saying little sneaky things, those things don't bring you peace. They don't bring you success. As you can see, you are a prime example of your own missteps.
Did you do any type of ritual, spell, jar, anything like that?
It's her low energy, being around those people.
No.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
It's the amount of anger and disdain and rage that you have is what you're seeing in her. You can dislike or be so angry at someone, you can send that ugliness towards them for a failure, for a demise. But as I said before to you, stop pouring poison for that individual and sipping on it yourself, waiting on them to die. Because you're killing yourself by waiting on their demise. You do what you need to do to rise above this situation. And whatever they have done to you, understand, everyone must pay the Pied Piper. Do you know the story of the Pied Piper?
No, ma'am.
Pied Piper goes into a town. This is just the quick version. A Pied Piper playing the clarinet goes into a town filled with vermin. The townspeople tell them that, okay, if you get rid of all the vermin was everywhere in their food, in their home. Vermin meaning rats or just pestilence. All over their stuff. He said, okay, I'll do this for you. Wow. I'll do this for you. I'll get rid of them. And when I get rid of them, you pay me. They said, yes, we will. Got rid of them. Told them, well, you got rid of them. Now we don't have to pay you. So you get out of here. And they pushed him out of town. They told him they'd kill him if he came back. So in essence, he got rid of their problem. And they turned on him and didn't want to pay him. After that, he came back late in the night and said that, okay, I told you all to pay me. They didn't pay what they promised, so he played his pipe. He played a very magical tune, and all of the children woke up out of their sleep and followed him. And he played the tune until he took every child from the town. When they woke up the next morning, all of their children were gone. They cried out, they prayed for him to come back, and he didn't. So he got paid. One way or the other, he was paid. Everyone must pay. Those people didn't pay, so they paid with their children. If you set forth and you make a promise or you do something, it will be returned unto you. So if you do good, good returns unto you. You do ugliness, ugliness returns unto you. And understand that everything you put out is magnified when it returns.
Okay, so if you didn't do any type of ritual, jar, anything like that, the person you when you ask the question, is this the same person that, because I remember doing a previous reading and you wanted to do like a love spell to have that person be drawn to you a little bit more because they were talking to someone else. Is it that same person? Because I just pulled out another card, an oracle card, and the Five of Water came out. The Five of Water speaks of things not turning out the way you hoped and not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk.
Yeah.
Because remember, I was telling you that you can't really mess with
free will.
Free will.
Right.
But if you mess with free will, it can backfire.
I do believe I told you, be careful what you ask for. You may just get it.
Right.
So basically, with the card reading, when you showed up as a page, you kind of dealt with this situation as a page, which is in the 3D realm, not as a high priestess. And I guess it didn't go the way you thought it was gonna go.
No, see, here's what happened between me and this dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was dating him.
Mm-hmm.
Dating him for like 2 years. Okay, and then all of a sudden, he started acting like real distant. He started, being out to himself, and then finally, December of last year, came to me and he let me know like he was dealing with someone else or whatever. So I said, okay. January of this year, he took the girl out on vacation, whatever. But that's when I just completely cut ties. Then, okay, the month of February, we didn't talk at all. March came around. He came back, apologized, yada, 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 whatever. We kicked it. And I cut him off again because he did something else. But I had went to the doctor. Went to the doctor like 6 months ago. The doctor was like, we were trying to get in touch with you. We couldn't get in touch with you. I'm like, I never received no calls, nothing. I got the letter in the mail saying to call the doctor immediately, that she needed to, go over my blood test. So I ended up making an appointment. I went to the doctor. And the doctor said, you have herpes. I'm like, huh? He's like, we were trying to get in contact with you months ago to let you know, but we wasn't able to contact you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so basically, it's like, it's just basically more so, like I was saying, is that with the way the universe works is, they give you, it's just free will. You have free will, you have choices to do whatever. This guy was someone that was supposed to be out of your life a long time ago. But you have free will, you have choices. So
when I told you the holy basil, I literally saw you dabbing in an area for inflammation and flares. This has happened to me on many occasions, and that often tells me that to speak those things. However, it's very difficult for me to relay that type of. I want to relay a better message of healing, because you can heal your body through your mind. We can discuss that at a later date, but there is a way to heal your body.
Yep, it's herbs and everything. Everything can be healed in a natural way.
Thank you.
This is just me being straight up and frank with you.
A valuable lesson.
Because it's like I have to deliver the message this way. Mm-hmm. And it's no judgment, because in our readings it's no judgment. No. This is a type of situation when Spirit is telling you to kind of like back away from a person and leave a person alone, let them be. They're not for you. And you not being obedient.
Obedient.
and you choose your own way because you have free will, and you choose to still deal with a person, and then because of who you are, because you are a highly spiritual person, that's it's just karma. And it's karma of, okay, free will, you don't want to take road A and leave this person alone, you want to take road B. So because you want to take road B,
this is the result of
this
that.
it's the result of it.
It's not a punishment, it is a consequence because of your actions.
And more so of a lesson.
Correct.
This is a lesson that you'll never forget.
There are all consequences are either good, well, however you want to take it. I don't like to use the word good or bad, it just is. But a consequence is is a result of an action. And when you're given messages, when you are spoken to through spirit and through confirmation, you have a choice to take that response that will be to enrich your life, or it can be a detriment. However, anything in your life can be corrected, but you must be obedient unto the primordial law. That is it. There is no bargaining with the law. You hear people try to bargain all the time. There is no bargaining. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that, like I said, any and everything can be healed naturally. Once we end the phone call, I can kind of give you a whole lifestyle regimen for you to live. This is for the rest of your life, that you're going to have to go by this regimen if you want to be where it's like non-existent in your
Correct.
system. No, I'm not a doctor, but what I do works because I have clients that we do this regimen and it works.
Testimonials. So not giving medical advice, but giving healthy advice.
I didn't, because my only thing was, okay, doctors say is incurable, whatever. I know that everything is curable. Like there's nothing on it incurable because God made the hurt and stuff here for us.
Exactly.
Dibbling and dabbling like with different stuff, and I already have the what's it called?
Oregano.
Oil. I went and got it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I mean. That's why in your reading, the magician showed up. That's you curing yourself.
And if you went and got oregano yesterday, and I'm telling you today, then that means that it's confirmation. That was already brought to you. You understand? Spirit speaks to you, directly to you. Today was confirmation. I had no idea you went and bought that today, did I? Yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
And I looked at the holy basil, but I just put my head back down. I looked at it in the store and I put it back down.
And I also told you last time, follow your first mind. That is spirit speaking directly to you. If it's thoughts that you would never have. And today I tell you, holy basil, and in actuality, when you saw the holy basil, you knew exactly what to do with it. So what I just told you today is, again, confirmation. To keep anything from flaring up. It works. There is a regimen.
Mm-hmm.
There is a regimen. This is why I tell individuals, or when we do our readings, don't tell me anything. Let me tell you. So today, you just received confirmation. There is one living, one spirit, one universal God. I don't care what you call it, how you call it. But today is confirmation for you. While you were speaking to Aminette, I was taking notes. I can see them and I need you. I would ask of you to remove yourself from negative energy. Negative people, negative energy, lower energies cause this dis-ease in the body. Not disease, but dis-ease in the body. There's a disruption in your body right now. Spiritual disruption, a dis-ease. However, you can correct it. It can be corrected. Everything living can assist with your life. And that means living foods, clean eating. This is what you will embark upon.
Yes.
So this isn't a punishment. This is a lesson.
Yes. But of course, like I said, I mean, we're gonna give you a whole lifetime regimen for you, because that's just, that's what I do anyway. This was just a life lesson situation, and sometimes things happen that way in order for you to see that this person is not supposed to be no longer in your life.
They're going to try to be deceitful and make it seem that it was you as well. Oh, it wasn't me. It was, I ain't got it. I don't know what you're talking. Do not. When I tell you, listen to spirit, listen to you, they understand what they had. They knew what they had, whether they've been treated or not. There's no way it goes undetected without being treated. But they're going to make you seem as though you did it to them. Understand that. They may even try to slander your name. You stand firm on knowing that you know the truth. You understand? Okay.
So, we're gonna go ahead and hold on. That was the timer. So we're gonna go ahead and close the portal.
Thank you.
And thank Spirit for the messages that came forth.
I'm going to ask for a constant covering over your physical body and your spiritual mind, body, and spirit to be unified so that you may rise above, asking that you clean house spiritually, clean house in the third dimensional realm, meaning anything or anyone around you that does not, if it does not edify your spirit, if it does not raise your vibration, let me speak in the positive. Only have things around you, individuals around you, materials around you that elevate you. When you elevate spiritually, there's no stopping you. If you find yourself being messy and falling into old habits, understand old habits come with new consequences. You want a better life, you want better consequences, better energy, surround yourself with individuals with better energy. Surround yourself with individuals who are positive, successful, happy, and happy because they love themselves first and don't have to put others down in order to feel better about themselves. Relinquish any anger, any rage. Relinquish it. And anyone that comes after you after this, then they're heaping coals onto their own heads. If you follow the primordial law of what you put out is what you get back. Karmic energy is real. So go ahead and you can close this out. Spirit is speaking today.
So yeah, so we're gonna close the portal. We're gonna thank Spirit and our ancestors and our spirit guides for showing up today in this reading. And we thank you. And then we're gonna close the reading.
Okay.